Hey Sam, a quick overview of your first lap at session one. Just having a look here. Okay, to note, this was your best lap. On the second lap, your hips dropped and your kick got much wider. And what this indicates to me is it's actually more swim time and conditioning. That's going to be one of the key components to you swimming better. So the problem being, as fatigue kicks in, your weaknesses obviously show. So the idea is, improving form at all speeds and holding that float position for you so the hips don't drop and the kick doesn't get too big. We spoke about key tricks that the pull buoy, keeping it, that ensures you keep a tight kick, continue kicking. And obviously the fins are going to be of great benefit, ensuring you hold the float position. So there are many pieces to your swimming that work in your favour. Let's just have a look. So one being, you actually have a catch-up front quadrant type swimming style automatically, which is fantastic. So see that hand in the water from forehead to front of pool, and then you catch up and the opposite hand is in that front quadrant as well, which is timing wise really good. So we can work on that timing. That's going to assist the rest of your freestyle. Okay, so taking away that box, you can see when you head onto the catch, so this is the bottom hand here, you can see that the first thing to pull away is the elbow. See the elbow pull towards your body. Now this is very common. Leanne was similar in some respects. So the idea is holding that elbow up for longer while the hand drops towards the bottom of the pool. And for you, the best way to manage that is you've got solid skill acquisition. So if you can just think about holding that, rather than the hand, hold the elbow up for longer. So the fingers drop away from the elbow. It sort of looks like that. I can do better. Yeah. So there's a little bit of I forgot what it's called, but it's a separation, I guess, between the lever of through elbow and fingers being lower than the elbow. So that angle there is about right, where you're trying to hold a solid catch. And that way your fingers will follow the bottom of the pool and the elbows will remain further away from the body, creating a stronger lever for your stroke. So let's have a look. Now, one of the biggest things for you is, we can see here, let's just go back. This is on your first lap, remembering it was your best. But you can see that big breath. You're pulling the head out. And when you pull the head out, so you go from here, quite not a bad float position. So, your hips, shoulders, and ankles are all quite aligned here. But then as you take the breath, everything sort of falls away. So just watch what happens. The head comes up, the hips drop, and you get this sort of banana shape in your body. And it's very hard to pull out of that and refocus on a long, strong, tall swimming style. So let's have a look. So you take that breath, and to take that breath, you're using your feet and snapping them apart to create the rotation to get the breath. So that is what drives the knees down for a bigger kick, and also drives the hips down as well, if that makes sense. So yeah, there's a scissor kick, and then the hips drop and the head comes up. So we want to avoid that, and you want to hold that stable position the whole time, where the head at this point is absolutely aligned with the kick, the hips, and the head should be, or slightly higher than that, head should be here. So dropped quite substantially to that point. So you're really aiming to breathe in the pocket, where it's called a dark goggle breathing, where one of the goggle eyes is above the water and the other is below, or it's breathing in the pocket is another term for it, where you're breathing here with a low head and half the mouth out of water, which takes a bit of practice. I can see you're exhaling by the bubbles. I would grip the breath here, hold, and then it looks like you're really releasing the breath in one hard, fast shot, because that's pretty extreme bubble release on the breath there. So from here, keep the head down. You don't need the head up yet. So still have the head down here. It's a big breath. It's like, so keep the head down. And at this point, this is where the hand position should be. Really, there, like, or let me do that again. So you're already on recovery phase on this piece. So the hand would be basically, using the wrong. There. So that's the elbow at the top, and that's the hand entry, just reaching the elbows of the front catch hand about here. It's just that you've got such a long catch time, which means you're grabbing the water well, that you're still able to hold front quadrant swimming. See that? You're still there, which is a good indicator of how much improvement your swimming can have, because you do have a solid catch and anchor on the water, which is vital for forward propulsion. Okay, so let's have a look. Keep going. Let's have another look. Yeah, so really working that elbow up, fingers down toward following the bottom of the pool. Your finishing stroke is pretty good. It's close to the thigh. It's coming all the way, but it's cutting across the body a little too far. The exit is actually good, so nothing to change there. Lots of length. It's you're rolling onto the breath too early, so you got to keep your head down for longer. Stay flat, and only when you sight the thumb, breathe. So for you're spending a lot of time on the side, and that's when the whole body falls into the water and this big scissor kick happens. So look, that's an overview of your freestyle, and the drills obviously are going to be very handy for you, especially the over-under drill, which you managed really well, and that's worthwhile practicing for you in every warm-up session.